This is diary vlog 3. Today is Sunday, the 1st of September, which is really exciting. Here in Australia it is Father's Day, so I will be calling or visiting my father. I'll probably call him first and then check if it's okay if I can visit him. Sometimes, you know, he's out, and you know, going over to the like the family house that I grew up in can be a bit difficult, and also sometimes they just don't want me there, so that's the thing. Room is still a mess. I'm hoping to do maybe these 3 boxes today, or you know, roughly go through them. I think one of them is donation. One of them, this is just like a bunch of different stuff. I think I can get rid of or donate some or whatnot. And then this one is like folders and like school supplies, I think. Yeah, folders and papers, it says on the thing. So yeah, so that's my start of my day. It's fucking 4 p.m, but it's my start of my day. I should have probably called my father first, but I didn't, and so we're here now. So that's what I'm gonna do next, and then we'll find out from there. If I do end up going to see him, I'll probably take a bunch of the stuff that I'm giving to friends, like books and different stuff like that I genuinely won't need. So I'm probably going to take them around, returns and different stuff and whatnot. Alright, I will check back in with you later. So I just got off the phone with my dad. I wished him a happy Father's Day, which was nice, and I just got a little bit of talking with him. Right now he's doing 3D printing circuit boards with UV light. I didn't understand all of it, but like, I love hearing him talk about stuff and just like all of the little stories and stuff that he has and whatnot. I did get, I feel kind of bad. I kind of asked him just a couple questions and stuff about like his age, or like not his age, but his birthday's coming up, and he's never liked birthdays, so and he's never like told, he's never been really forthcoming about age and like birthday and stuff, but I asked him what year he was born and stuff like that. So like I'm not really good at reading people's voices and stuff, but I don't know, I felt a little bit disconnected or sadness, or maybe he was picking up that from me. I don't really know, but I feel a little bit bad, so I will be visiting him. I did ask. Later today I will drop off different things that need to go to different people, because I'm not going to need them, literally, like, and then I can like tick things off my list of what to do. Yeah, so I still have quite a bit of stuff, so, and I'm like, because I want to keep enough stuff that it doesn't look suspicious, because I know that some people might know that giving like stuff away is a symptom, but I genuinely don't think that they're actually going to notice, because like I feel like they don't, especially if it's like family. I don't really have many friends either. There's probably one friend that might notice, but like I can be like, oh, it's me moving and downsizing and things like that. Because yeah, I don't think neither of my sisters noticed when I gave them my Switch, or I was leaving blankets and stuff at that place. But then again, like, it's like one thing. And then I gave a bunch of books to this one friend that might notice, but I work at a book factory, so I was like, oh, they're books from the book factory, or like, I think that's like what he should, I didn't like say that. It will be interesting if today he picks up that I'm giving away like a bunch of stuff. But you know, yeah, I don't think it will be a big thing. Sorry for the noise, I'm playing with the tiny fidget, it makes me happy. Yeah, so I don't think, like, I genuinely don't think that people are gonna miss me, because it just, like, there'll be very few. Like, I don't see my family a lot, so they'll get over it if they do. Just because, like, what, you see me once a year? And so you're gonna be sad that you don't see me that once a year. Like, you don't text, you don't call. I'm always the one that, except my dad. That's why I'm leaving him so much stuff. You know. So yeah. I got, last night, after I vlogged, I got one of the first letters done. So this is to my father for next year's Father's Day. So exactly a year from today. I wrote that last night. It's just a single page. I didn't go too in depth or anything. I think depending on what, like, year or day or like major birthday milestones, I think the letters will be longer. But this was just a single page. I'm using a kind of just a normal notebook with perforated edges, and I'm tearing out the letters as they go. And then a friend gave me all of these like very nice what are these, envelopes with like nice little cards and stuff. I haven't sealed it yet, because just in case I want to put more things in there, or I like find that I want to like put maybe like $100 note so that he can get himself a Father's Day gift or something. Yeah, so like just stuff like that. Like, so I'm not 100% that this is the letter that might go. I might want to go back and rewrite it or add like memory things and stuff. And I'm also planning to give him like a memory book. So like, I think, so yeah, the Father's Day, this Father's Day 2025 will be, I think, the first year that I'm not here. So I think I'll give him this letter, but also a memory book where I'm gonna try and track down like photos of me as like a kid that I can like remember memories being attached to, so that I can kind of like write down. So it will be like, if we think of this as like the scrapbook, it will be like one photo, and then I'll write down like the memory around it, which I think will be sweet. Just, it depends on how many photos I can get, how many memories I can remember, because my memory is not great. Either, you know, depression does wacky things to your long-term and short-term memory. So there's a lot of things that I would love to write about, but I know that I can only kind of half remember, or it's like blended memory. So as I go through photos and stuff like that, I'll probably remember more. But yeah, so, and I'm planning to sprinkle in some little fun sciencey facts as well, because I'm doing my science degree, and I love science and things like that, so I'll probably include like my fun little science facts that I would always say and stuff. Yeah, sorry for this one being a long one, as a ramble and everything, but yeah, okay. So it's late, so I'm just gonna finish off this video diary. I visited my dad. It was like an awkward as fuck hour and a half. My mum was there every time me and my dad would try and talk about something. Like, we talked about his circuit board 3D printing and stuff like that. She would just try and change the topic of the conversation to something she was doing, or something that she noticed, or the music she was playing and everything. Like, we were having, in the middle of a conversation about his like little circuit boards, and she just redirected the entire conversation to friends that she had made at church, and like the photos that they took together. And like, bitch, like, sorry for my swearing and stuff, but it's like, it's Father's Day, I'm clearly here to see my dad, join in the conversation kind of deal, or like add to the conversation we're having, because we're very clearly having a conversation here, and you're not trying to be a part of it or anything like that. And I don't want to judge too harshly, because like I've picked up my mum's kind of habits occasionally, and like I know that maybe sometimes I can be like that without realizing it, but like it's just so, feels so obvious. That she doesn't just, she's like a 46-year-old woman. No, she's 58. She's 58. Or turning 58 relatively early next year. I'm just like, you should be more mature than that. Like, you should be able to understand, hey, me and your dad is having a conversation, join in with the conversation. Not everything has to be about you, and not everything has to be about your day, and not everything has to be about what you're doing right now, but it so often is. Having a conversation with her is like just everything, and I'm like, I try and be really self-conscious with it just in case I do it, but like me and like my dad and my friends and stuff, we'll talk about other stuff besides me. We'll talk about their stuff, and then we'll talk about my stuff, and then we'll talk about like hobbies and topics, and it's just a little bit frustrating. I don't get along with my mother. There's just stuff that I feel like she's very teenage mindset for, and it's really frustrating as a young 20s having to, like, I don't want to say that I'm more mature than her, or like I'm I don't want to say that I'm more mature than her, but like sometimes it feels like that. It's like she gives off very high school vibes, like high school conversation, high school competition for attention, and it's just jarring, it's just wearing, and we don't get along because of it. And well, other reasons as well, like there's issues between us that I'm the type of person that wants to deal with the issue. I want to have the conversation, and then I want to like find steps to like fix it. So like I want to be like, hey, here is the issue that we're having with our relationship. This is how I feel. How do you feel? Okay. Because now we have greater context, what are the next steps that you would like to see, and what are the next steps I would like to see in that relationship? And I try really hard. I know that I'm not perfect at it, but I try really hard to have that as my approach to things. But it's so often that she doesn't even want to have that initial conversation, and it's just why don't you want to have that initial conversation? Like, let's deal with this. I want to just have the conversation. I don't want to be aggressive about it or anything. I just want you to see this kind of thing from my point of view, so that then we can see it from your point of view, so then we can find a fucking solution for it. But it's never that way with my mother. She just doesn't want to look at the mess that she was part of, and it's just infuriating that, like, why can't she just be an adult for 5 seconds and have an adult conversation about things that very much directly involve her and how she fucked up as a mother, like how she was as a mother, and her neglect, and how it affected not just me but also my siblings. Like, when I was in Canberra, I was visiting my sisters, and I found out how her messing up multiple times that even now are affecting my sisters, and also affecting things that personally affect me. But I digress. tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow will be better. We'll work on a project 6 months, or I think I'm gonna call it 6MP, just kind of like code, I guess, because like I'm not really worried anyone seeing this, because like no one ever sees new things on YouTube, but just in case someone gets worried and kind of tunes into a video later down the track that they kind of don't know what 6MP is, but that I'm working towards it. Oh, and then yeah, after I visited my dad and saw my mother, I went and dropped off a bunch of books and craft supplies and stuff at my friend's house, and no red flags were raised. I think maybe as time goes on and I give away more things and have like less and less and less, maybe it's going to become noticeable. But like if I'm giving stuff away to like a bunch of different people scattered across friend group and stuff, and then donating like heaps of it, I really don't think anyone's going to really notice. So yeah, so I think now I'm kind of down to some books, and like a lot of knick-knack kind of stuff. I've got like a bunch of cables and like a printer and stuff, so I think potentially that stuff, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that stuff. I think cables I can probably distribute slowly, but like, or like maybe I'll like bundle them so that they're like in one thing, because a lot of them are for like different electronic pieces that I have that I will not be giving away. I'll chuck out at the last minute so that no one can find them, you know, like, yeah. But yeah, it's down to like knick-knack stuff, paperwork and clothing are really the big three things. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the knick-knack stuff. I think I'm just gonna slowly give them to people, being like, oh, I thought of you, and here's something. Or so the problem that I'm gonna run into is that I don't have enough fucking friends to like distribute everything to. So like it's very much maybe 4 to 8 people, which sounds like a lot, but keeping in mind like I'm close to like 2 of them, and like other ones I'm not sure what they would like, so I like yeah, I'm not sure. And then I've also got my jewelry. I think I'm just gonna like, because I've got jewelry in a bunch of different spots, I think I'm just gonna put them all in the same like box together, and I'll keep that one until the end, and then I don't know, someone can have it. They can decide for themselves. My car is gonna go to my clan niece. So I will make, what I'm gonna do is, before I go, I'm gonna make like a letter detailing everything that's left. So I'm probably gonna get down to the amount of stuff which is like really, really small, and then I'm gonna put it all in like separate tubs or boxes with names and stuff on it, so when they like come and, you know, get stuff from my room, it's all organized for them, so they don't have to like deal with anything. It can just be quickly transported out, and they won't have to like spend time like going through it and stuff, because I know that probably will pang memories and stuff. I want it to be that they can just take the boxes, they don't have to go through them or anything, they can just give them to the people with that they're labeled for, so yeah, so that they can then go through when they're ready, but yeah, it's kind of, I'm kind of disconnected from it a little bit, that like I have the understanding that it will probably like, I don't know, like I'm not sure if I'm, like, hopeful that they'll miss me or anything, but, like, from my past kind of attempts and stuff, they haven't really reacted really strongly, or at least I've forgotten what their reactions were. And, like, the people that have given me a reaction, like my mother, like, other actions that she's done and other things she said have kind of negated her reaction. I'm just like, yeah. Or, like, one of my sisters, when she found out, she was like, oh, get a better method. And I was like, what the fuck? How do you say that to someone that literally just attempted? Like, that's nuts. And she was an adult at the time, because I was like, I would have been like 14 or 15. She's 5 years older than me. So at minimum, she would have been 18, 19, maybe even 20. And, like, that's an insane thing to say to someone. Like, so, like, I don't think she really cared. Like, I genuinely don't think she cares to this day. And I don't think that particular sister will miss me. So, it is what it is. Alright, this is long. This is the longest one. A lot happened today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better, and I'll keep giving shit away that I don't need, and packing and stuff, and yeah, alright, bye.